Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. I break down all things Big Brother 24. We are going to be recapping and reacting and doing reenactments and parodies of tonight's episode 9 of BB24. But first, make sure, I have hair in my hand. Make sure you guys smash that like. Let's set a like goal. You guys, my last video, you got me up to almost 1,000 likes. So thank you so much. Let's set the goal for 1,000. Let's do the damn thing. Let's get to 10K views, 1,000 likes. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We are well on our way. We have a goal this summer of getting to 25,000 subscribers, and we are like less than 800 subscribers away from 25K. So thank you, you guys. I appreciate you so much. It's been a goal of mine for a while, so let's get there. If you want to support the channel, liking, subscribing, such a good way to do it. You can also hit me up on Cash App, Venmo. I have one membership here on YouTube, and I linked the link to that to sign up, where you get crown badges and emojis for the channel. And then I have a Patreon. So, and you can send a super chat while we're live if you want to. You know, what all the YouTubers do. Yes. Okay. So this episode was heated. It's got me heated. I'm hot. I had to put on extra degree deodorant. Okay. Because I was sweating. Because every time I see Daniel, I want to ride along over his face with a car. I want to call Christmas Abbott and be like, Christmas Memphis Abbott, get in your Volvo, because I assume they have a Volvo, and drive over Daniel. Okay. Obviously, we're not really going to do that. But yeah, okay. We're not going to. But it's hard not to want. He has such a smellvis face. All right. I got to crack a Diet Coke for this one, you guys, because we got to have some fun. We got to do it for our girl Taylor, who tonight, I'll tell you a couple things I'm grateful for. Ugh, I hate that word ever since BB21. I'm grateful that we actually got to edit where Taylor was able to talk about colorism, where we were able to see that these people have been just bullying her for no other reasons other than their implicit biases, which they did not learn from when they did their 2-hour training with Big Brother, their own prejudice, their own jealousy, all that stuff. I'm glad that we were able to hear from Joseph saying, I've never seen her do anything mean or rude or to warrant that kind of behavior. And yeah, so is that true, Tokyo? Poochie got punched in the face? In the face? You mean this guy got punched in the face when he was maybe doing this, straightening his bangs, and he got punched in the face? Who punched him? Oh my God, do tell. Link me on Twitter. By the way, follow me on social media. So there were a couple things I was happy for, because I was worried how they were going to edit this video, because you guys know we are live feeders, or you're live feed adjacent, and we know what's really going down in this Big Brother house, and we know that a lot of times the edit does not show, and I have been wanting to see this Daniel Tiger ride along and Cop Chef versus Queen Taylor. I've been wanting to see what was actually said, and what was said was worse than I even thought. If this cardigan, crusty banged bitch doesn't stop harassing and yelling at women like he's somebody, you can't come up to a lady in a pair of joggers with a shaky voice and think we're going to be afraid of you, sir. Okay? I'm sorry. You impersonate Elvis, a man who's been dead since the 70s, if my math is correct. There's no flex. There's no reason you should have any self-esteem. That's all I'm saying. Okay. So when he walked up with his joggers and his Lisa Rinna from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills QVC sweater duster, I was like, have a seat, Daniel. Tighten your headband and have a seat. You need a Snickers because you're very, very angry. Very angry. Chell won't be here for a casual corner because he is actually picking up his brother. He should be here soon, but he has family things to take care of this weekend. So unfortunately, we probably won't get a casual corner. Maybe Sunday night. Okay. Oh, and to answer this question once and for all, why do I say ride along after Daniel Tiger? Daniel Tiger is a popular PBS cartoon based off of the Mr. Rogers tiger character in his little neighborhood. And Daniel Tiger is the son of that tiger. Okay. It's cute. I like it. My niece Lucy used to love Daniel Tiger. And since I dislike this Daniel so much, I need something positive to have, like ride along, to say in order for me to be able to talk about him, because otherwise I just want to pull my eyelashes out and burn them. So that's why I do that. Also, he's very childish. He's a man child. So what better way to showcase him than with a literal toddler cartoon, because he has toddler-like tantrums. So Daniel Tiger, ride along. All right, let's get into it. We start this episode. Turner has his nominations up. We have St. Michael from St. Michael. Okay, picture this, you guys, picture this. St. Michael from St. Michael. And then also Brittany, the big-eyed hypnotherapist, technotronics technician. And they're on the block, and we're all like, okay, they got to win this POV or they are definitely going home. And by they, I mean Brittany, possibly St. Michael from St. Michael. One never knows in this game where we are told to expect the unexpected, but we also, usually expect the expected. Okay. So then we're just going to jump around with this. We see that they're plotting and thoughting. Okay. So you have Cop Chef, AKA Nicole, and she is on one. Okay. She's feeling herself. She's aggro. We talked about her before. She's very aggro. We got to get into Cop Chef. She's got her cop glasses on and she's very aggro. And she's just like, here's what needs to be done. I got to get rid of Taylor once and for all, because she's attracted to Daniel and so am I. I don't care what anybody says. Okay? This is Joleen speaking. I don't care what anybody says. This woman wants to bang Daniel Tiger. Right along, Cop Chef and Daniel Tiger. They have a very weird chemistry. She's constantly joking about making out with him. She told him on the live feeds. There will be a little bit of spoilers, kids. Just, I don't think anything game changing yet. I'll wait till later, but a little bit of social spoilers, if you will. She told him when they were laying in bed, because he's kind of got the hots for Amira, and Amira is kind of interested in getting to know him after the season. Have these women never met other men before? Oh my God. I thought we were really phasing out dudes with half ponies and crusty bangs. I really thought after the Baby Bang season of BB21 with Nick Macaroni and Cheese, we were learning our worth, ladies. Now, I understand we are not brought up in a society where we are told to know our worth, okay? They want to hold us down with the Baby Bangs of the world. They want to hold us down with the Daniel Tigers of the world. Ride along. But I need you to believe in your baby doors, and these men do not deserve them. But also, hook up with whoever you want. But also be very careful, okay? Because banged men are 90% of all serial killers. Men with bangs make up 90% of all serial killers, okay? I just made that statistic up, but it's probably true because I'm old and I know shit, okay? So these two, she's sitting in bed and Cop Chef was like, Daniel, you should, I have to be more her. Daniel, you should make out with Amira. Amira asked if you liked her. And I said, I think he thinks you're hot. And she thinks you're hot. You guys should make out, because I love when two people that I'm friends with go to Pound Town. I love it. And if I can't make out with you, it's good that she can. And I'm like, excuse me, what? What do we, excuse me? What? Excuse me? Who? What? Okay, yeah. All right, on brand. I always call the showmances. I'm not necessarily the strategic genius of Sarah from Nerdtainment or RHAP and Taryn, but I do know the psychological psychos and love stupid showmances. I know that shit, okay? 90% allegedly official, okay? That statistic is almost right on if you believe in lies, okay? So she now knows that this is a woman, Cop Chef. She always has to tell us, I'm so tough. I was a cop for 10 years. This game is so hard. They didn't even let me bring my gun. She's weak. She's a weak, okay? Because she wants to talk this big game of this is the strongest group of women ever. And Rachel Riley, Danielle Reyes, Davon, Janelle, Danny Donato, not counting All-Stars, are all screaming at her. June, I mean, so many people are screaming at home like, you suck. You're not even that good. You're not good. You're not strong. You're weak because you have to hide behind a man in the house, okay, who is almost, I mean, I don't know. I think he's going through menopause or something because he has his period because men get periods too. 90% of weak, entitled, fragile men menstruate, okay? And that is another fact that is not true, but it could be. It could be. And menopause is a thing. And he is 35, trying to live in the past with Paloma. Did you guys know that Daniel Tiger, right along, kept some of Paloma's belongings when she left? Somebody call Dateline. Tell John Quinones, get him on the horn. This is scary shit, you guys, okay? Because call Diane Sawyer, call Maury Povich, call Robin Robinson. This is a whole mess. You're 35, she's 23, and clearly not very stable. And what did you keep? I bet it was a thong. I bet it was a thong. And that's another 80% of serial killers keep thongs, which is also a fake statistic, but could be factual, So he kept things of Paloma's because he was like, I haven't known you 6 days or 8 days and I just want to smell you. He's that guy that probably stands and this is just me pontificating. This is just me off in, I know I was a psychology minor in college. Okay, guys, I think I know what I'm talking about. Thank you, Dan Barry, for coming through with a first super chat, if I missed one, I'm sorry, of the evening. Appreciate you guys so much. It helps the channel. Okay, so I guarantee he's that guy on trains, public transportation, and he just leans into you. He does that mashing thing, you know, where all of a sudden he's just like, excuse me, did my joggers hit you? Excuse me, did I get a little jogger on you? Oh, gotta get by now. Gotta get by now. Oh, gotta get by now. Gotta get by now. Like, gross. The train's empty, sir. Why are you grinding on me? Baby, when we're grinding, I get so excited. Ooh, you know I'm nasty. 35-year-old nasty. I ain't got no 401k. 401k, that's what it is. I can't even say what it is because I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you evict me? This guy, you guys, we are on one, okay? We are on one. Okay, so back to the task at hand. This lady. She's in love with the Daniel. He don't got it. He don't got it. He don't got it. She loves Daniel Tiger. Right along. So she is saying, I am going to throw this competition, okay? Because I partnered up with, Taylor because she's not a good person. And I think Julie Chen's going to have a secret surprise, maybe like free pass to jury with no slop and all the free weights just for me. What do you guys think? She sounded so dumb all week as she's thinking that she's going to get some kind of special cereal box prize for being a dumbass and teaming up with Taylor just to get rid of Taylor. It's like, no, ma'am, you're not going to do that, okay? So she's going around the house and she's talking to everybody. And she's like, I took one for the team. On that one. I took Taylor, okay? They go up and they talk to Turner. At this point, Burner Turner has taken 3 showers in a row. He is awake, okay? He is awake. He is wake and bake. His normal day is maybe a little wake and bake, and now he is awake. And he's like, okay, what do you got? She's like, I guess I'll throw it. I mean, I'm going to have to throw it because we've got to get rid of Taylor because obviously she's a bad person. And Daniel Tiger is in his Lisa Rinna sweater duster, and he's up there, and he's like, you know what? I need her gone. She's bad for my game. Because I had really bad nominations during my HOH. I partnered with and lusted after, allegedly, a 23-year-old who was losing it in the house with microaggressions and hate. And then I, too, was like, I have those microaggressions and hate. And it was a match made in hell, okay? And ever since then, I can't let go of the fact that I was once in a house with a 23-year-old hottie who does little Instagram modeling. Okay, I saw her on a little Instagram. She popped up in my Instagram feed. P.S. Follow me on Instagram at Joleen Lunzer. And she was doing a little bikini modeling, the kind where it just like cuts right into your labia, that kind, where you're like, how does your vagina fit in that swimsuit? That's fun. Okay. And so he's mad about that. And he's going to take that to the grave. That was his one chance at being a perv again or something like that. Thank you, Jody. This is just for all of your facts. Okay. So Nicole's like, I guess I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I'm tough. And nobody messes with Nicole. I was a cop for 10 years, and then I couldn't handle it because they were like, put your gun away. And I was like, no, I'm not that tough. I'm gun tough, okay? So, Daniel, if you don't want to make out with the mirror, you know where I'm at. Ha ha, ha ha, ha ha, ha. You know what I'm saying? Got my shaved part of my head for you. Bro, want to see what else is shaved? I bet you would. I'm tough. I hate those kind of women that are like, I get it. I get it. You like women. And you might like men. You might be bisexual. I could give two shits. Love is love. Everybody's gay in my book. We're all a little gay, okay? And some of us are a lot gay. And that's beautiful. And I love rainbows and butterflies. But it's not always rainbows and butterflies. Sometimes it's compromise that moves us along. Okay, that was a really good quote by a really good band by a mediocre man. I can't remember his name. So, but she's doing this thing where I don't know if it's because she's kind of borderline Gen X, and we tend to be problematic. Let's be honest. I'm either the oldest millennial or a very young Gen Xer, and we, have these old ideals in our head of like gender types, and we're just like, oh yeah, and then if you are into ladies, you better buck it up. Like there's some kind of like, if you are extra aggro and man and you like touch pretend balls, like somehow, like you pretend you have balls there and you man spread. It's like, but it's not working for you, and that's kind of what she does in this situation. And so apparently, according to Kyle and the other people saving the season, she was more pervy on a lot of these women than the guys have been. Okay, Cop Chef, let me tell you something. That's not okay. That's not okay just because you're a woman. You don't get to be all, you're 41. That's like me, 42, going in the house and going, hey there, 25-year-old, ew, go knit me a sweater. I would tell myself to go do crafts. I would put myself in a craft corner if I was perving out on young women in the house. You should be a mentor. You should be someone they can look up to. You should be giving them dispersing good advice. You should be supporting them, lifting them up, not by the butt, but like lifting them up, like you raise me up so I can wear no brassiere. You raise me up so I have body positivity. You should be doing that kind of shit. But no, she's weak, okay? So instead, she's like, yeah, Daniel, I'll bang that chick too. I'll bang her. I'd BB bang her. Get it? High five. And Daniel's like, all right, I guess like, then there's Daniel and he's like, all right, I guess like, if there's nobody left, Nicole, at the end of the season, and I'm really lonely, and I have a rager, and it's in my cager, and I want to let it out, maybe you got a shot, honey. Maybe you got a shot. And she's like, so you're saying there's a chance? All right, let's CrossFit. Who's got some tires we can push around this parking lot of the big brother? Okay. So she's just, she's like, I guess I'm going to have to throw it. Then she goes to the DR, and we saw this on the live feeds. She goes to the DR. She comes out of the DR, and she storms into the Jetson room, and she's like, I need a minute. I need an adult, and I need a minute. I'm very strong, but I need a minute. And hold on, guys. 1 second. We're working with the props we have, okay? She goes, I need a minute. I'm very strong, but this game is so hard. It is so hard. Ooh, I am the ghost of feminism past. I don't believe in it. Oh. And then Daniel's like, let me take your covers off, babe. No, this game is just so hard. I just can't. I can't do this. I'm really strong, though. I was a cop for 10 years. I can't do this. I can't do it. Daniel's just like really hard. I thought this game was going to be a lot easier, and I just don't wanna. And I just don't wanna. I don't wanna. And he's like, babe, listen, She's not a good fucking person. And if America, they left this part out. I think they left this part out, okay? And if America hates me because I don't like that girl, then I'll apologize when I get out. Okay, but I know she's not a good person. She's not a good person. She's the worst person because she's really attractive and gentle and smart and calm, and she just makes me look bad. And I just want to do this to you, Daniel. I want to ride along over your crotch. I just want to feel what it's like to be next to you. I want to feel your crusty bangs on my crusty bangs, banging on our bangs. And Daniel's like, yeah. Anyways, babe, you're gonna have to throw this, okay? She's not a good person. She's not a good person. She's not a good person. And I know good people. I knew right when she walked in this house, because that is what I said. Check the timestamps. That I was like, I've toured all over the world with my band. You ain't nothing but an asshole. Playing Elvis in Vegas. You ain't nothing but an asshole. You never get booked. Well, your belly's too big to play Elvis in his youth. So I know I was in a band, okay? And I just know what it's like. I know lots of things. So don't worry. When I looked at Taylor, I was like, she's not a good person. Because I've seen people like her. Before. Seen her. And so I didn't even know her. She just walked in all beautiful, and I had an angry boner, and I didn't know what to do with it. Okay, so then all my hatred for women rises up because I'm Daniel Tiger, right along. And then I just hate on women, okay? He told a story on the live feeds, you guys, and I hate to share this with you. I hate to do this to you because you guys are all so lovely, and you're so great. Thank you, DM Rock, so much for this super chat. Daniel was so rude to Taylor. And there's no need for him to scream at her. Don't get me started. We're going to get there. Okay? He told a story on the live feed. He's like, yeah, because they always all say, all these Big Brother players say the same damn thing. I can't wait till we get out of the house and you can meet all my friends. They're going to love you. And then they get out of the house, and do you notice how, their friends last for, 2 seconds? Hanging out with the cast members, and then they're like, I had to run your social all summer. Derek Fraser, and let me tell you, do you see how Derek Fraser had a bestie who would pop lock it, drop it, lift it up to the floor, do this, and then he was running the socials, making Derek F. Maybe did he make him a little more likable? I mean, anybody can. And then he disappeared. It was like magic. He just disappeared, and that's what's going to happen. But they're always like, I can't wait to meet my friends, and then the women always say, oh my god, my friends are so beautiful. You're pimping out your friends. Give it a minute. Wait to go home, because we see everything on the live feeds. Despite what Poochie Coochie, we'll get to that. Remind me, chat, please. Despite what Poochie Coochie has to say about the live feeds, because he's speaking out and he sounds like a bigger idiot than we already thought he was. Okay? They were roommates too, Amanda. So sad, because that guy was the real talent in that friendship. He had a good personality. Okay? So, they're just like, meet my friends. And it's like Poochie Coochie's out there trying to push the old narrative. Taryn talked about it on Rob Has a Podcast with Aman, one of his daily updates, and was like, hey, Houseguest, don't leave here being like, there's so much stuff on the live feeds you don't see. It's edited. First of all, the live feeds aren't edited. You know what is? Where they place the camera and what conversations they cover. We realize there's only, a quad, 1 and 2 camera in one room, a 3 and 4 in another. So we understand that. But what we do see you say, we see you say. They don't add words into your mouth. They're not like, Poochie's like, hey, what do you think about that team from the Northeast with the guy who assaulted a lady? Go foosball. And then Big Brother goes over him, and goes, I hate all women. Okay? Or let's do a direct quote from Poochie Coochie, shall we? That he wants us all to forget, okay? Since we're kind of jumping around and we're just having a good time, smash that like while you are having a good time, okay? Smash that like. Let's see, is this it? Okay, so here's Poochie Coochie. We're just jumping around a little. Y'all think you know what happens in that house 24/7 because the live feeds are, y'all that think You know what happens in the house 24/7 because the live feeds are hysterical. Oh, thank you, Casual Pooch, for explaining to me how the live feeds were when I have been watching them since before I had my period. Okay, since before I was magical, since before I became a witch. Me and my coven are coming for you, just so you know. Prepare your windows. Okay, we fly through. Anyways, I don't want to give away all our secrets, but so he's like, you're hysterical. Oh, we're so funny. Laugh at us, young sir, who was blindsided so embarrassingly. Just like on the TV episodes, same with the feeds. Producers show you what they want you to see. No shit, Sherlock. And guess what? When they wanted us to see you, you were trash garbage and saying problematic shit. Okay? So they didn't add things into what you were saying. They didn't do some kind of, subbing over your voice. That was really you. Then Frenchie had to step in. French dressing from last season, okay? Who gave us all severe anxiety on his HOH week. He said, "You're right," for a millisecond. He was feeding his chickens and then he stopped milking the cow nipples and he had time to tweet, okay? He can multitask. He can nip with one or milk with one and write with the other. And he said, they don't see 100%. However, as house guests, it's on us to man up. He's going to need a step stool for our actions that we did in the house, and stop trying to use this as a shield. The sooner you learn this, the better off you'll be. Frenchie had to learn the hard way. He went on some low grade press tour, and he learned that not all people that say they need to talk to you, you should be talking to. Okay. So then what's this one? So one of the things Pooch said to Amira, that the reason he chose Brittany for backstage over Taylor is because he knew she'd have a big reaction to it. See how 90% of this cast typecasted her as the loud, aggressive Black woman before even speaking to her. Yes. Okay. They also, this account, I want to give it credit, gave a rundown of all the colorist statements that were said. So, Pharaoh, he, her, she, her, he, him, they, them. I don't know their pronouns, but Pharaoh said Poochie. His name is Poochie Main. Is it Poochie Main? Oh, you're never getting a job, bro. Sir, these are direct racial colorist quotes from you. Clearly, you don't know how the feeds work. Okay. So let's pull these up really quick. Let's see. What is Poochie Coochie, who says we got an edited version of him that wasn't fair? He said, I like Monty. It reminds me of Xavier from last year. Monty and Xavier look nothing alike. They look nothing alike. Nothing. Other than having abs, that's about it. That's about that. Nothing to like. So know what that's about. To Daniel, if it doesn't happen now, people are going to be very scared to put Taylor on the block for that week. She might make people uncomfortable by being so attractive. Is that what you're talking about? Making you feel a little less than, sir? She might make people feel uncomfortable in a way because she is strong in her opinion. Is she? Or is she just like an assertive woman? Because what I've seen from Taylor is she definitely feels a pressure to hold back because of bullshit stereotypes like this that she has to put up with her whole entire life and see every other woman who looks like her through the history of time have to put up with. So no. You got to read a book. You got to read a book, sir. You can't just go on, look at my eyes. I'm wearing Dockers. Like, there's more to life than eyes and Dockers. We got to educate ourselves. It's time. Did you go to college? You must have. You're a football coach. You know how you put those little X's and O's, and then run here and run there. You need to run to the library, check out. You can even do online shit now. You know what I mean? You can just get audiobook. You don't even have to pop it in while you're lifting weights. You can't just work this. You got to work this. Okay? Because that's what is attractive, because those abs will fade, but this brain will only disintegrate and turn into more mush than it already is. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. So then for that week, she made me feel uncomfortable, blah, blah. And then he did the, you guys, he did the I don't see color. 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 I don't see color. When he buys a car, what color? We're getting a car. What are you looking for? Like what's, you know, in the car salesman, Herman from BB Can 10 this past evening, when he comes up to him like, hey, what are you looking for? What are you looking for? Me and my husband just bought a CRV. Went to the Honda dealership. We loved it. What are we looking for? I liked this very kind of gray cloud, a little bit of gunmetal, not really, but color. It's this new color. I'm sure you've seen it around. I loved it. I fell in love. I was like, I'm in love with the CRV. She got it. She got it. Okay. So when he goes in, they're like, what color car would you like? He's like, I don't really see color. So I don't know. Sir, you just bought this house. I would like you to tell us, you know, we're going to paint for you. You hired us to paint your house. What colors would you like your walls? Oh God. I mean, I guess any, because I don't see color. Good. And then he goes to the hair stylist, because, you know, he's going to get frosted tips. It's bound to happen. Okay. They'd be like, sir, do you want like frosted tips? Well, I do. I like the idea of frosted tips and highlights, but I don't know what color that is. So I guess I just don't know. I'm not sure. When he's in other countries and he has to pay in other countries' currency and some of their actual like hard cash, my money down, jiggle, jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle, wiggle, you know? I feel like he won't know what to do, because he'll be like, is this green? I'm such a good white. I don't see color. You're not helping the cause. You're not helping the cause. This is why you cannot be an ally. This is why you cannot advocate for a woman who is bullied in the house. This is why you become the bully of the woman of color in the house, because you refuse to educate yourself on anything more than how to get a six-pack at 24, which is just like, duh. That's not that hard. It's keto and creatine. I don't know. I've never been a 24-year-old male, but I assume that's what it is, mixed in with a little bit of hate and lots of tequila. Bad decisions. Thank you, DM Rocks. Daniel was so rude to Taylor, and there's no need. Did I already read that one? I'm so sorry. I feel like I missed one. This is for the advice from the psych minor. Thank you. I feel finally, I'm going to have to tell my mom, Nana, that psych minor that I stayed an extra year in college for, because I wasn't ready to graduate with just a journalism and creative writing degree. So I was like, let's throw on some psychology. Okay. I feel like now it's paid off. It has paid off. Okay. I choose Brittany for backstage over Taylor because they thought she was going to have a big reaction. I wonder when Taylor's big reaction is going to be. I'm so wondering when that's going to happen, because everyone else has went ham. She hasn't. Okay. Pooch, Daniel wasn't totally against it. Alyssa, Taylor is one of the only people who hasn't been like, where is your head at? Pooch, you know she is going to explode when that week happens, that she goes home. Aren't you home? Hi from home. I hope, did you get punched in the face? Little ice, little rice ice, a little elevate it way up to the sky, like way up, you know, elevate it. Okay. So, but you're home. Okay, you're home, right? She's still in the house, and she's in like a really kick-ass alliance. Oh my God, that's so embarrassing for you. I'm like embarrassed for you, but also God bless. Okay, so Taylor is one of the only people who hasn't been like, where's your head? Blah, blah, blah. You know she's going to explode, Pooch says, when that week happens, that she goes home. If you do it with the back door, it's only a couple days. But didn't you go crazy? Didn't you just start eyes bugging out, and you were like eyes wide shut, and you started taking your clothes off and, you know, rubbing on Joseph, and you just didn't know what to do with yourself. Okay. So there you go. God bless. Hi from home. Yeah. Like, you guys, that's so nice. This is so nice. Like, hi from home. We're good sports here. Okay. All right. So back into the episode, we got a little sidetracked, but it's fun. We have a good, fun, wholesome, color blindness time here. I mean, this idiot, shut up. The best thing you can do, little guy, poochie coochie cream, is just zip it and get educated and come back to me at 30. And not me. Don't come to me. Don't talk to me ever again. Please don't talk to me. Please. I'm like Daniel at this point. Don't talk to me till eviction night. Don't talk to me until I'm evicted from this earth. And even then, don't come to my funeral. You're not invited. Okay. We are never, ever, ever Gonna have a convo. No, never, ever, ever. Okay. Back to this whole mess. So Nicole's crying. Oh God. Oh my God. This game is so hard. Same time that she is bawling her eyes out because she's a big, strong cop. And now, obviously, I'm all for tears. Tears are very cleansing. They're wonderful. But when they're used for manipulation tactics, or they're used because you ultimately are just feeling guilty about a really shitty decision you're making, and you don't have the emotional maturity or the self-awareness to realize that that onus is on you because you decided to play a shitty way, and you're trying to feed me some bullshit and a lie to mostly the casuals, because I can see the feeds, that you somehow are pro-women while you're pushing this problematic dude. And ma'am, he is 35 and you are 41, and you are pushing him on these younger women. What in the Heidi Fleiss are you doing? I have no idea what is going on with that, but you need to pull it back. You don't know him. You know you have a crush on him, but you're already trying to pimp out your own friends, and it's super duper weird, okay? So she's crying, and he said, she's not a good person. And then she goes, yeah, she's not a good person. Then we cut to the beautiful, ever so gracious. Sometimes I am frustrated with Taylor because I'm like, Taylor, I want all the good stuff for you and revenge, but I also remember that my privilege in this world and my ability to be able to walk up to him and be like, you shut it down with your little tiny baby drawers, and you never talk to her like that, and you don't talk to me like that, and I will wreck it Ralph right in your face. Granted, that could be seen as a threat, but I just mean I'm gonna, crop dust you every time I see you. I'm eating extra Lay's potato chips just so that my stomach hates me, so that I can go and, release myself in front of you, which could also be considered assault. But you know what I'm saying. I understand that Taylor, it's a very different journey for her, because if she does that, that is exactly what, all of these idiots expect her to do, because that is the very unfortunate plight that has been put on Black women in this country. They show any emotion or any kind of, a normal like disagreement, a normal, if they're not constantly just at this point of like, awesome, thank you, they're a bitch, they're aggressive, they're scary, okay? Because that's what we have put on Black women in this country. And this cast is a prime example of why we cannot pretend that doesn't exist anymore, because everyone else can pop off. Paloma was popping off. Nicole's popping off. But Taylor took us to school, because Taylor said on the feeds she used to teach classes about implicit bias. She used to teach classes about unconscious bias. She used to teach these kind of type prejudice, like racism classes, like a class. They offered that class at my college, and I went to college way back in the day, and I went to a basic farm school in the middle of, well, not the middle, but in small town Wisconsin, and they still had a prejudice and racism class that I think started my thought process of like, oh yeah, I need to like take off this white lens that I have on the world and look at everyone's experience, just to be a better freaking human overall, and not pull this I don't see color shit, because the whites that say they don't see color are only saying it to make themselves feel better. It does not help women like Taylor, who every day live as a Black woman. And that means you are not able to see Taylor's experience because you're not able to see her. So you will never truly understand her journey or be able to be an ally. You just won't be able to, because you are basically whitewashing her and being like, I don't even know what that's like. When she is, if a person of color is telling you, this is my experience due to the color of my skin, due to colorism, due to all these factors, and for you as a white person to come from a place of privilege and go, oh my, I don't see that. Is that for real? That's for real? Yes, for real. Read a history book. Oh my God. Okay, back to this loser. So then, Christian, thank you. Shout out to Taylor Hale, our most beautiful big brother queen, and Lay's potato chip. Next premium. Wouldn't it be great if she got a Lay's? Let's all tweet Lay's. Tweet Lay's. Okay, take the reins, and then I'll get on it too. Okay. All right. So here we go. Okay. So then she's out of the DR. Everyone's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It must be her mom. It must be Cop Chef's mom. You know, that's why she's crying. That's why she is so upset. Must be something going on with her mom, because her mom, unfortunately, is dealing with a medical crisis, I believe, some form of cancer. And it is very sad. And we hope the best for Nicole's mom, because that's your mom. Moms are like, no shade to dads, but moms are, I mean, dads are important too. Moms are like moms. It's your mom, you know? So she's like, don't let anybody in here. And then she's fine. Then Daniel Tiger has to go out, and he's like, she's fine. Now, a little bit of this happened on the feeds and not in the episode, because I don't think they wanted to fit it all in. So like, okay, Cop Chef's cool. She's cool. She's all right. She's, you know, but she just wants to like kind of leave her alone, give her some space. But she's okay. I got to deliver that message, which makes my balls feel bigger. Okay? Because when I get to do stuff like that and have a little bit of control in a life where I've had no control, which has led me to be an impersonator of a dead man, albeit a very famous dead man, then I feel something. I feel something. Okay? So then Cop Chef is like, just going to sit here in my tank top. Okay? And she's just like, God, it's just, and then Taylor comes in and she's all sweet and she's like, hi, are you okay? And Cop Chef's like, well, I mean, you gotta fight. There's nothing more you can do is fight. You know, you gotta fight. You gotta fight for your right to party. You gotta fight for your right to hopefully hit it with Daniel in Vegas. You know, you gotta fight. You have to fight. Okay. I'm gonna fight. That's all I can do is fight. All I've done my whole life is fight. Okay. I've been a cop for 10. Nope. Take that back. I didn't tell you. I told St. Michael from St. Michael. And I told Daniel Tiger, ooh, is he sexy? But I'm not interested. I told the whole story of how I like Latin women and they drive me crazy, but how I really like Black women. This is what she was saying on the feed. She's like, oh, Latin women. Ooh. And then, oh, I love Black women, but I've only dated blondes. I mean, she did say she dated a couple of Black women and a couple of Latina women, but mostly she's like, my longest relationships have been blondes. And they're like, so you like blondes? No, I don't like blondes. I just begrudgingly date them. So anyways, who's up for some bumper pool? Right? That way or that way. Yeah, my bra's showing. What up, Daniel? Let me know. Me and Daniel might have did it last night. Just kidding. She always does this joke, okay? And then Nicole is just like, you know, I want to be very like, because in this house, she is like Saint Nicole. I wish I had a crown. Again, we will use my headset from work, okay? Because this is all I have for a crown. And she's like, I just want you to know, Taylor, sorry. That's all I have for a crown. Taylor is Queen Taylor. And she's very, you know, just very, she cares, okay? And she says, I just want you to know that I'm sorry for what you're going through. Because still they don't know about her mom. You know, they don't know because Nicole, Cop Chef, doesn't want to talk about it. So Queen Taylor's like, just know that, like, yeah, you can fight. Because she's been like, fight. You can fight. But, you know, if you have to stop fighting, don't worry about me. You know, things back at home are so much more, you know, important. And I just want you to know that you don't have to worry. And, you know, take care of what you need to take care of. Mental health is serious, and your mom, and just, you know, I'm okay. And I just want you to be okay. And then Cop Chef takes that beautiful moment of empathy and understanding for something that could screw Taylor's game over. Because we see it in show after show, like, oh God, you're screwed. Your partner went home, especially on the challenge. You got to go too. Did your partner just punch someone in a drunken rage? Well, then I guess you got to go too. Okay. So she's like, no, what? Excuse me? No, I don't quit. I'm too lit to quit. I don't quit. What's lit, guys? What's lit? I'm 41. I'm a 41-year-old woman. Okay. I'm too legit to quit. You guys remember that? Hey, too legit to quit. Hey, you guys remember that? Okay, whatever. But Daniel, you remember that? Too legit too legit to quit. Hey, you remember? Okay. Anyways, yeah. So, but no, I don't quit. There's no me and quit. There's just, that's not even a freaking thing. Okay. So, all right. Well, I appreciate you saying that. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. But I don't quit because I'm too legit to quit. Okay. You guys weren't, please hammer, don't hurt him. Don't know about the please hammer, don't hurt him. Okay, cool. Cool. That's why we pray. And Taylor was praying while she was throwing a hissy and talking shit about Taylor. Taylor was literally praying for her. So then Miss I'm every woman, Miss Independent. Do you know what that means? She is like, I'm independent. I got my own house. I got my own gun. I got my own shaved head. No job. Work hard. I'm a bad chef. If you use flour, get down. If you use flour, you're a baker. If you use flour, you're a baker. If you use flour, you're a baker. You know, oh God, this woman is going to kill me this season. I'm too old for this. She's 41. I'm 42. Okay. I have been told I have Megan Thee Stallion knees, but I don't know anymore. Okay. Okay. So then she goes, I'm tough. I got this. So then she walks into the bathroom, leaves Taylor, who's praying for her, I'm sure, again. And we see Terrence, and we see Daniel Tiger right along. And we see Amira, who was in the room with Jasmine, who Jasmine was like, scoot. Y'all ever think about butter beans and on top of butter beans in a house full of butter beans? Y'all got chickens? Where you live? You got chickens? Okay. Anyways, okay. I'm just going to sit here. So she's, out there. Scoot. Nicole rolls up and she's like, you know what I hate? I'm so strong. I don't need anyone to have my back, but let me just go rat bastard to everybody in the bathroom right after Taylor says, I didn't mean any offense by that. I just want you to take care of yourself and want you to know that you can bow out if you have to. She's like, I really hate when people throw that passive aggressive shit at me. And it's just like, and then Amira's like, who said that? Like they had their Portia Williams moment. They're like, who said that? And then Daniel Tiger's like, who said that? She's like, frickin' Taylor. She said that, she was just like, oh. And then she switched it, she's like, Tuh. So I guess she said that if you want to leave if you're too weak. I mean, she played it up. She didn't say that. I'm paraphrasing, but she was like, yeah, Taylor told me if you can't play anymore, just go. You can quit. I'm fine with you quitting. I'll stay and I will rock you. Okay. I've been working on my shoulders too. Okay. I've been working on my traps. I've been up in the gym, just working on my fitness too. Okay. Joseph's my witness, oh God. Yeah. Get stretched out. Yeah. Said that. And Daniel was like, who said that? Let me get my sweater extra warm. Who said that? The cop chef is like, oh, Taylor said that. She's like, I could go. I could leave now. She would push me out the door. Okay. Buy my hair, my little baby hairs on the side, the shaved parts, the little shaved hairs. She's going to pull them and then push me out the door and say, she's yours now, Julie Chen. Okay. Take care of her. She didn't take care of herself in here. What? What'd she say? That's it. I'm freaking done with her. I am. Okay, we got to get his sweater on, okay? So reminder, this man is wearing joggers. Joleen is wearing joggers. And he gets up and he's like, she said, what? She said, to you? Oh, she better not ever fucking talk to me again. She better never fucking, oh God, I gotta get this chair out of the way. She better never fucking talk to me again. She better never talk to me again. And then here comes Taylor, looking all sweet. And she was like, hey guys, just eating chips, Lay's. Hi, what's up guys? How you doing? And then Nicole in her weak state of big talk, no action. That's why she needs other people to fight her battles, which is probably how she was as a cop. She was like, I need the 10-4-2-8-187 and a half because I'm a little afraid. Can I get some bigger people here to help me? Now, I don't know what to do. I just have my gun out. Is that what we're doing? Just have my gun out. I brought 2 extra guns and I duct taped them to my fingers and they might have went off. I don't know. I might have shot my foot. Can I get some backup? Yeah, it's just a traffic stop. Well, it's actually a flat tire. I was going to help him with a flat tire, and then I just, pulled the gun out. Someone could help me. That'd be great. Okay. So then Taylor's like, ha ha ha. And then Daniel Tiger says, because, Nicole's like, oh, you're eating chips before you work out? First of all, miss, don't you dare shame her. What we eat before we work out is none of your freaking business. What are you, a cop? You gotta know what she's eating? So then she's like, yeah, and then Daniel Tiger's like, just knock it off. Just stop it. Just stop it right now. You stop it right now. And Taylor's like, stop eating Lay's. Stop eating Lay's. Should I stop eating Lay's? And he's like, no. Stop with your bitchy beep, beep, beep. And then she's like, oh, I'm a bitch? Oh yeah, I'm a bitch. Okay, is this the joke? Is this like, are you America's Player? Are you Eric from season 10? Eric the Bike Man. Is that you? Daniel Tiger, ride along. I'm so sick of your shit. Just, how dare you talk about Nicole like that? Try to get her to go home. How dare you? How dare you? Can you tie the back of my bandana? It's getting a little loose. Yeah, no, I like it over here. How dare you? Don't you talk to me again. Don't you ever talk to me again. Until finale. I'm tough. I got one foot back because I'm a little scared. I'll be honest. I've never fought anyone before, and I think it goes like this. And I got nails. I grew my nails out. I don't know if you've seen his nails, but they're long. You want some of this? Don't talk to Nicole. Don't hurt the people I kind of love. Okay? I haven't even had a chance to have angry intercourses with her. Okay? Don't talk to me again. Till after finale. And then Taylor's like, oh, are you bringing me to finale? No. God, she's good. No. When you're home, you're coming back to watch me in finale. Okay? Don't talk to me. And then he walks away in his freaking joggers. And then Taylor is like, was he kidding? Because I could have sworn he was kidding. He's kidding. And then everyone else, and it pissed me off that everyone else was like, we had Brittany there. We had St. Michael from St. Michael. We had Terrence. We had Monty. You're going to let this ponytailed, crusty ramen hair dude talk to this beautiful woman like that? You are not at all going to say, hey, you can have your game issues with her, but do not talk to her like that. Do not swear at her. Do not call her a bitch. What is wrong with you? You are a half of a man, okay? No, you go put on your hound dog shoes and you beat it back to Graceland, okay? Because I'm going to have no grace. Otherwise, I'm going to grace your face if you don't, okay? I'm not advocating violence, but it would have been a little nice to see one of these people, whether it be men or even a woman at this time, just do something. And I do think that this has a lot to do, Tiny Demons, good point, they sat there like cowards, with modern day BB. It is this groupthink, vote with the house, don't upset anyone, or you will be the next target, which breeds this bully type mentality. Again, minored in psychology, okay? So if you look at older seasons and people got in fights with people, not every season, But you will see seasons where problematic men were yelling at women and another man or a woman stepped in. Okay? This is why I couldn't be on the show. Because I would be like, oh, okay, I guess, I don't have much. I don't know much, but I know I want to pound your face. And that may be all my 42-year ass needs to know. And I'd be like, what'd you just say? You better walk away. Because I'm going to Willie Hans you. Yeah. Remember the headbutt heard around the kitchen? Okay? I'm going to Chef Joe your ass so hard, you're not going to be able to taste salmon for the rest of your life. And salmon is delicious to some. Headbutt City, I wouldn't, because I'm a grown, mature woman now. But I would definitely, seeing Taylor, it just brings back so many instances of this show where we've seen that happen, okay? Where we've seen, especially men attacking women, and other men stay silent. At this point, these dudes aren't working with Daniel, really. And if anything, calling him out and embarrassing him puts the target on him and not you, because he has no power in this game, because later you guys are up in the HOH room planning your whole takeover. So the more, and since you were going to lure Taylor in anyways to the leftovers, this would have been the time to really show your loyalty to her and call bad behavior out. When men step to women because they're weak, other men, we need you, okay? This is going to be a quick little public service announcement, and I know a lot of you men do this already for us, and I thank you for that. But with the way the world is going and the war on women that's constantly happening through our own political system and Supreme Court, we need you to step up and say something and help us, okay? And this goes for everyone. White people, you need to be allies to your friends of color and even people who aren't your friends. Okay, because all this shit trickles down, and eventually it's going to hit you, because this is how power works. This is how power structures work. They don't just divide and conquer one group, they divide and conquer everyone they think is underneath them. So we need men, we need you to step up for us. It's critical now, critical. And you shouldn't have to think of your sisters, your wives. You should just think of women as a whole. But if you have to think of that, think of that. I just hate having to always have that argument with people like, what if it was your mom or your sister? They're like, oh yeah, that would suck. Well, that's someone's sister or daughter or friend or mom or niece. It's like, that's just another human being. And this man, however jogger pants McGee he is, still has no right to be bucking up to a woman like that and talking to her like that, especially a woman as kind as Taylor. So in that house, I understand that this new school of Big Brother has definitely made people afraid to speak up, to not be the target, but you can't just be there behind the scenes. All it would have taken is one person. Notice how Cop Chef, thank you, Pretty Wings, LL Joleen, you nailed it, love you. I love you right back. Notice how Nicole, Cop Chef, the tough gal, the tough cop, she was like, I gotta go freaking tell everybody because I need backup. Okay. Which is like so copy McGee, I need backup, even Scooter McGavin's like, tweet, what's going on? Can I help? I'm fainting. I'm seeing stars. I haven't had any Cool Ranch Doritos and a popsicle in at least 3 hours. She rounded up all her troops, and when it's a group, especially attacking one person, male or female, it's like somehow we have to go back to reminding people that it's a game, but only one of you is going to win $750,000. The rest of you are going to have to walk away knowing you did nothing when someone was blatantly being bullied. Even Amira, that's her name, even Going Homa, that's her new name, Going Homa, getting blindsided. Even she was like, well, I know Daniel wasn't right for what he said to Taylor, but I love Daniel. I'm so tired of these women. I'm so tired of women like this. If he says it to her, he's going to do it to you. So when you decide to go on your shitty date to the Cheesecake Factory with him after his shitty show in Las Vegas and try to eat some kind of ramen while staring at his ramen bangs, don't be surprised if he wilds out on you, because that's the kind of guy he is. And then we're all supposed to feel bad for you, but where were you when you saw the signs? You need to be like Ace of Base. I saw the sign and it opened up my eyes, and I am happy now beating up Daniel Tiger. Oh, oh, oh. You know, something. Again, not advocating violence. Verbal violence. Okay. We'll advocate that. But just that these women, and Cop Chef, I hope, and this is me speaking out of emotion, and you guys know I don't hold back, I hope you never get the love of another woman for the rest of your life for that behavior. The way you let, and you took her there, you guided her, you escorted her to this wolf man of insecurity and problem to attack her. And then when Taylor came to you open-hearted, confused, and said, what did I do? I didn't mean it. What, is he really mad? You said, I can't talk about it. It's his thing to talk about. No, Cop Chef, it's your thing, because you got everyone involved. You went into that bathroom because you're a 41-year-old strong woman and you needed all those people to back you up. So you invited him to this drag party of Taylor. So now you can answer for that. You really instigated all of this, knowing that your friend who you co-signed for is all over the place. So no, you should have answered her. Christian says, I was literally screaming at my TV. If I was on that cast, I would have mopped the prison floor with those losers and call out everyone for their fake self. I mean, I'd be kicked out of this damn show. Okay, tell Jesse Tannenbaum, just cast me to shut toxic dudes down. I'm at a point in my life, and Nicole, Cop Chef, you should be there too. It's called your 40s, where you don't give up, and you definitely check problematic dudes. You don't try to have sex with them. Allegedly. Okay? Thank you. Abstractor. She does act more toxic. Acts worse than a toxic man. She does. She is just, and the sad thing is, I wanted to be pro Nicole. She's 41, one of the elderlies on the show. You know, I wanted to really root for her, and I cannot root for her because she is a fake. I don't know if I have disliked two people as much as I do, two BB players as much as I do, Cop Chef and Daniel Tiger, right along as since Aqua Douche and Jerks and Mickey from BB21. I don't know if I've disliked anyone as much as I do Nicole and Daniel Tiger. Right along. So, yeah. But I digress. So, again, then when she doesn't get, the answer kind of, well, I think she follows Daniel out first. And she's like, he can't be for real. I mean, because Taylor is having a great night, okay? She is eating Lay's potato chips. She's going to have a workout. She's looking great. She's got a matching set. That's amazing, okay? It's not, what are the matching sets that Jasmine wears that she's always talking about? She's like, it's not Shein. What's the other one? You guys know. Put it in the chat. She's eating her chips. She's like, hi, guys. So then she takes her chips, and she's like, Daniel, are you for real? Like, what did I do? And he goes, no. Like what you teach women to do or young kids to do when a stranger approaches them. Stranger danger, stop. No, don't talk to me. And then he's got old Scooter McGavin Jasmine like, And she's back like this. She's like, has anyone checked on my cookies? I'm pretty sure I got some cookies cooking. I can't walk. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. I don't like Taylor anyway. So, I'm in the diary room, and I think they want to laugh at what I'm saying, but then they hold back. And then everyone else told her, oh, this was on the feeds. They're like, oh, they fully laugh at what I'm saying. She goes, they do? Because I'm saying some funny stuff about butter beans and ants on a log and turds in the gourds and, pooping in a pond. And I feel like they want to laugh, but they don't. So she's laying there and Amira's there and Amira's like, Amira, that would have been a perfect time to, yes, Fashion Nova. Thank you, D. Fashion Nova. That was her sets, Jasmine said. So this has been a great time for Amira to stand tall, stand proud, and freaking say, nah, she didn't mean it like that. You need to calm down, Daniel Tiger. Don't talk to her like that. Sure, would he have been like, would he have thrown a hissy fit and probably went in the DR and said he felt threatened? Sure he would have, but let him. You sitting there going, but I love Daniel. What do you love about him? Is it his weird place bangs? Is it his overt hate for most women? Is it his affinity for getting in lady business? Is it his overall bitchiness? His menopause symptoms? The fact that he has his myriad and he can't find any Midol? What do you love about him? Because I can't find one lovable quality about this loser. Replicated Becca, thank you for the super chat. The fact that Daniel and Nicole went out of their way to try to villainize Taylor just shows the insecurities they may have. Oh, and they are insecurities. You are so right on. So then Daniel Tiger, in his duster, he's like, just stop, Taylor, stop, right along, okay, stop, tired of it, stop, okay, thank you, Taylor, much love to you, stop, don't come any closer, I told you, leave me alone, you know what you're doing, you just stop, collaborate and listen, you stop, drop, and roll, you better stop, drop, and roll, you're on fire. You better stop. You know what you did? Because you did the same thing to Paloma. You're the reason she left. And then Taylor's like, that is really unfair. That is not fair. I am not the reason that she left. Yeah, you are. You're the reason I only have 2 pairs of her thongs to smell at night. You're the reason, okay? Give me just a reason. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Ruining my pervin ways. I had plans with that 23-year-old to listen to her problems. But you came in and wrecked her mental, and now I can't hook up. Stop. And Taylor's like, that was really uncalled for. That was really, really mean. Even in that moment, she remains cool, calm, collected. She's able to, I would be going, oh my God, you guys would have to come in the house, bail me out of jail. I've never even caught a felony, but I feel like I would catch a felony for Daniel Tiger right along. And that's not a threat. That's just a hypothesis, okay? Because 80% of me is very nonviolent. The other 10% is hungry. And that is a true fact. Always hungry. And always nonviolent. But I have a dagger for a tongue. I can't help it. Okay. Chell's not here. He went to pick up his brother. He'll be home soon. And then his little brother's going to be like, is my sister-in-law okay? But he knows me. He's been to my comedy shows. He realizes that this is my personality. Now, if you're talking about big personalities, it's this gal. If you're talking about aggressive people, it's this gal. Okay? I'm aggressive. I know aggressive because aggressive recognize aggressive. And that ain't Taylor. You know who it is? It's that little lady with the little shaved head. That's who it is, but she's like kind of a crybaby aggressor. You know, she probably was rocking pink back in the day when she was young and going to the bar. She's like, it's just you and your hand tonight. Midnight, I'm drunk. I don't give a fuck. Wanna dance by myself. Guess I'm out of luck because I am Mm-hmm. Don't touch, back up. I'm not the one. Bye. Listen up, it's just not happening. You can say what you want to your girlfriend's nice tots. Just let me have my fun tonight. I'm not here for your entertainment. You don't really want to mess with me tonight. I got half my head shaved. I am ready to cry into your arms, 'cause I've had 2 tequilas and I'm feeling warm. Keep your drink, just give me your Kleenex, 'cause I'm crying my eyes out tonight. I was a cop. For 10 years. I make bread. Cop, chef, whatever. So are these people. They make me do too much work. It's too much work because I was tearing up at the Taylor segment. Okay. Then we got to go into the power veto competition. But first, we still have to get to, this is why we couldn't even get to who the renoms are, because we have to get to the point where Taylor goes and talks to Nicole. And Nicole, again, you got to talk to Daniel Tiger. Right along. Got to go talk to Daniel Tiger. And she's like, well, I just want you to know that, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it. I honestly, I was eating Lay's potato chips. I love Lay's potato chips. I would like it with a little bit of dip. Have you ever had sour cream and cream cheese? And then you put some, what are those called? You can put dill, but you also put, not parsley. You know what I'm talking about. It's green stuff. Then you dip, it's chip dip. It's a Midwestern thing. I'm from Michigan, so I'm assuming I might have tried it, but it might just be like a Jolene's white family thing. It might be like a mayonnaise thing for the Lunzer whites, but yeah, I don't know. I was just enjoying myself. And then Cop Chef's like, you know what? I'm going to give you a little life lesson, because clearly I know what's going on. I'm divorced and laying in a twin bed in the middle of a Jetson room in between a dude I want to fuck who doesn't want to fuck me and the chick he really wants to hang out with and bang. Okay. So clearly I know what's going on. Okay. You need to watch how you speak to people. You need to learn when to speak, how to speak, and who to speak to. Okay. The most condescending, patronizing bullshit. She is a Miss USA, a Miss Michigan. You don't think she knows how to speak? She gets judged on how she speaks. You, on the other hand, just speak out of your ass and are all emotion and have no emotional control. You pop off like crazy. You're aggressive. You speak as though you're going to do something, and it makes no sense. She's like, so just so you know, I'm just helping you out. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to help you in this POV. I just don't know. I don't know if I'm going to, because they got picked to play in the power veto. I don't know. I need time, because you telling me you care about me and you're worried about my mental health, and you saying that you'll support me no matter what I decide in this situation, and you praying for me was a real shit thing to do, Taylor. It was a really shit thing to do. Okay, so now I'm going to go chase after Daniel Tiger and see if he wants me to squat him, because that is foreplay where I'm from, okay? And I'm going to squat till I find him. Squat, you got to get low, okay? Watch your knees, get low. Oh my God, it was so annoying. Then we go into the POV competition, which is like Woodstock, but not enough drugs. And everyone is competing. Let's see. Well, not everyone. We only have St. Michael from St. Michael and Brittany versus, this episode was just so juicy. So we have St. Michael from St. Michael and Brittany. And then we also have Turner and Scooter McGavin Jasmine. That I shall never walk again. That I shall never walk again. I really think that's like her song. She's just gonna be like, I'm never walking again. Someone will push me. Someone will make me cookies, and if they're burnt, I will yell at them, and I will make them sorry that they ever did anything nice for me. Okay, So let's open this up. Okay, here we go. Here's the folder, and let's open up a picture of the POV competition. We got this douche nozzle. I wish Janelle was there to just tell him off. Let's see, where did they go? Okay, so here we go. So they're in the backyard. It's a puzzle. One of the players is going to be the puzzle piece retriever. The other one's going to be balancing the person up there. The other person is going to do the puzzle. But by this time, Cop Chef is already thinking she's going to throw it. But then she's like, oh, I don't know. We'll see. I just can't decide. I'm just so mad. I need to CrossFit so bad. Okay. I just need to walk around in my bikini top in front of Daniel and totally freak out. Because men love unstable lesbians. Nothing more than this little ramen noodle hair guy loves more than an unstable lady who says she's into ladies, but also might scoot over into your bed if the price is wrong. Okay. Chives. Thank you. Thank you, Matt. Chives. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. Yes, it was ridiculous. So ridiculous. I have no more lip gloss on my lips. And I know there's nothing, the only thing worse than a dry lip is Daniel and Nicole. Daniel Tiger, ride along, and Cop Chef. Okay? Okay. Yes. And thank you, mods. Thank you. Hit that like if you haven't already. Okay. So she's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. So Taylor's like, well, this is going to go well because we have to do teamwork and communication. And you just got done reprimanding me and being totally condescending and getting everybody against me, especially your little pit bull. He's more like a pug. He's like, nothing against pugs, power to pugs. But he's like, did you see him? Like, he just like, even when he confronted her, he's like he just wasn't like, you show me you're strong. Show me you're not terrified. If you're going to be that guy that yells at women, maybe don't have your voice shake. Okay? Because we want to take you seriously. Just for the overall look, because we care, I guess. Okay. So they're out there. We're having trouble. They're having trouble. Okay? Communicating. Now, St. Michael from St. Michael and Brittany, they are not, because they are feeling themselves. They are feeling great. They are talking. They're communicating. Brittany's like, I see my hot husband, and she was darting for him because Brittany has been talking a lot on the feeds. She wants to adopt. She wants to win Big Brother so that her and her husband can have a family. And that's why when stupid Daniel Tiger, ride along, said she looked like a Disney mom the other day, she was like, that was actually really hurtful because I would give anything to have a kid. And she alluded to, I don't know if it's for sure, but that she hasn't, obviously, and maybe she can't. So for him to just so flippantly say to a woman, that just shows, again, what a complete idiot, douche nozzle, gasoline huffer he is. Christian, thank you so much. Let that sink in. A divorcee cop chef trying to educate a pageant queen who is a people person how to talk. Just let that sink in. A woman who is miscongeniality. Okay. I'm so glad you have such high hopes in yourself there, Cop Chef. So she's hauling ass to her man, okay? Because if I was in this game and they put Chell there, I would be running, and I probably would have, jumped on the cardboard because it had been a long time since I saw my hot husband, okay? And isn't her husband just a little cutie? He's got his little Old Navy button-up, maybe a little J. Crew pants to match. So cute. So she kicked ass, and really, they were saying on the feeds all week that it was Brittany who killed it. And she was very worried. She was very worried that she was going to fail this. And if she did, that she was going to go home and that, her dream would be over this quickly, because she's another person who's tried to connect on many levels in the house. Now, granted, she has dropped some info here and there where you're like, Brittany, just quiet. It's okay. Just be a little more quiet. But before this even starts, I forgot to even talk about this. We had Jasmine, aka the Raven of BB24. She has an inverted spine. I don't know if you guys know that, but like Raven, she has an inverted spine, and her GPA was dance. And she was like, she was like this. Scooter McGavin, Jasmine was like, Turner, I'm gonna try my best, Turner, to do what I gotta do to win this, but I am scared of heights and my foot still aches. So I'm gonna try my best. So they harness her up, and she's literally like this. She's like this, okay? And you know, they get her up because she's gonna be lifted, put the puzzle together. Okay, so she's up like this, and Turner's like, he's biting his nails, like, okay, we got this, and she's like, I feel faint. I feel like buttered beans in the can when you don't drain them and you're just like slipping all over the place. And I see butter beans over here, and I see butter beans over there, and I see so many butter beans. I'm seeing butter bean stars. Give me down, give me down, give me down, give me down, Jimmy Dean, give me down. Hello, is that you? I think I see my grandpa. How is he going up there in heaven? Oh, get me down. And then they take her down and they pull her thing off. And then she's like, I'm a faint. I'm a faint. I'm a faint. I'm fainting. I think I'm faint. Is this heaven? Are there butter beans here? Are there ants on a log? Do you guys know what a dimwit is? I call my sister that all the time. You guys, I'm an influencer. My husband and I got a really good deal on our house in Atlanta. We got 2.9% APR. Turner said, what's an APR? And I said, it's the interest you pay back on the loan, little guy. I can't do this. And then she was out. Okay, allegedly. With their eyes like, okay, she was just staring at Joseph, I believe, which milking it. Thank you, Christian. Brittany is so cute, thinking this veto wasn't literally given to her this week, thanks to Jazz's Christmas acting and Nicole throwing. So then they were like, cut to commercial. And then everyone's like, oh God, Jasmine passed out. And I was like, I never saw her eyes closed, but I guess maybe you can pass out with your eyes open. I'm not like a medical professional. I'll have to ask my husband who works at a hospital. I'll have to ask him because he's a medical professional. But she was just like, you're so beautiful, Joseph. Joseph, you're so beautiful. Have you ever seen a chicken's egg? They come out of the ass. Yeah, a lot of people in the house like Amira didn't know that. But they come out of the ass. All your eggs you eat in the morning are ass eggs. So do with that information what you will. And then she leaves. Scooter McGavin. And then she comes back out. And she's got her Hawaii Five-0 shirt on. And she's like, hey, so I've been medically cleared to play this in this competition for my foot and my brain. But I developed another medical medical illness when I was back there with the nurses and doctors. And it's anxiety. And I'm scared of heights, so I'm just going to bow out. Even though I've been the doctor said, you're fine. You are finer than a stem on a wine glass. You are fine. You are fine. But I gotta do what I gotta do, and I'm scared of heights, which is, I'm done. And then Turner's like, oh yeah, great. Thank you, Turner, for being a great bestie. Thank you. Can you rub my foot? Turner, can you rub this? Turner, it hurts right here. I got plantar fasciitis because I was wearing a lot of wedges. Turner, right here. Turner, harder. Turner. Buttered beans. So then they can't play. So then it's St. Michael from St. Michael, Brittany versus Taylor And Nicole, who was going to throw it anyways. And then she's like, well, I mean, she's not doing a good job. Taylor is not doing a good job. I'm going to cut. I'm doing a great job. Okay. So they lose. But by this time, there has already been a meeting of the pound. The pound puppies have formed, and they are in remembrance of Pooch, that little annoying guy who didn't leave soon enough but left, who allegedly got punched in the face. Okay, yeah, hit that like. We have 1,000 like goal, you guys. Oh my gosh, we got to get there. And thank you, Shay. Thank you for saying that. Shout out to my mods. Much love to you guys. So, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. I'm like, where am I again? Okay. So, so the pound puppies formed. Okay. In honor of Turner. Okay. We'll give you, or in honor of Pooch. We'll give you that one, Turner. We'll give you that one. And they're like, what if? Okay. Like these women are treating Taylor like shit. Let's call her up there. Let's get an alliance going. It's Kyle. It's Pooch. It's Turner and Monty. And don't you love? I mean, I'm going to give it to Monty because this week he has been doing the acting. But Monty has a lot of things to repent for because Monty was one, if not at the top of the I hate Taylor for no reason club. Okay. He built the clubhouse where they all met. He kept pushing that narrative, which now ends up working out for this new alliance, the leftovers that formed outside of the pound puppies, because Poe's pack is dead. Like Paloma left. She's gone. Y'all cried. You knew her for 2 seconds. She didn't sleep. She's gone. Okay. So Monty's really trying. And he's like, yeah, and they're in the circle. They're talking about, bullying and stuff. Monty's like, yeah, I wonder why they would do that. It's like, you did that too, Monty. A lot of people in this house participated, but right now we're working with what we can. So the pound is like, we got to get Taylor up here. We got to get Brittany up here. And we got to get Michael up here. St. Michael from St. Michael. So eventually they get all of them up there. Okay. And they start talking and comparing notes. Now, they did not show everything we saw on the feeds. And it continues to happen where everyone in the now leftovers, so they all form this alliance called the leftovers, and they are going after the other side of the house. So we do have a split house, which we love, a la Big Brother 6. We love a split house. Okay. Thank you, Amy. Jimmy Dean. I cannot stop laughing. Love you. Love you right back. Thank you for that. And so they're doing their little thing and they're excited. But they've been telling Taylor, in this conversation, which they didn't show the whole thing. And like I said, if you've watched my previous live feed videos, Kyle really had a Rudy type speech. Rudy. Like he was really pumping up Taylor. And then when finally Joseph could come in after he had to go babysit the women and go down there so that they wouldn't catch on, because like they said in this episode, Amira is always looking, and now they have decided that Amira is the head of the snake. She's smart and she almost won this HOH. Okay. And they don't think they can trust her because she's everywhere they don't want her to be. Okay. She's like a Discover card. Everywhere we don't want you to be. All right. High interest rates, bullshit limits, no flexibility when you call customer service. Never again, Discover. So they've been sharing with Taylor just like, she knows bits and pieces now of like what actually these women who she's tried so hard to be kind to have said behind her back. And it's sad. It's a hard thing for her to hear, I'm sure. And they continue to say it on the feeds, Kyle being one of the main ones where he'll go, no, that person, like last night in the feeds, he was like, no, they were talking mad shit about you, Taylor, mad shit. And so Joseph finally comes in and Joseph's like, we are all together. We all have an equal say. Let's come up with the name. Now I do worry once, if they are successful, which I hope they are, then we're going to have just another season of guys picking off girls, and Brittany and Taylor being the only girls in the leftovers might be picked off first, but maybe they will just, beat the boys in the end. Okay. So, because the numbers are a little askewed, they're a little off. Okay. We had a little bit of, we had some shirtless wonder. We had, it was like a nice moment, but actually watching it on the feeds, if you guys really want to feel something again, not like burning hatred for this show, go back on the feeds. And I'm sure somewhere like Big Brother Daily on Twitter has a timestamp, or Hamster Watch has a timestamp. It was a couple nights ago when this was formed. And it was magical, because it's the best when you see the bullies about to get theirs, where there's hope. There's no hope with dope, but there is hope when you, instead of letting this one group divide and conquer, when you come together, compare notes, and say, no, we're going to go at them. And the great thing about the leftovers is they've been very successful thus far. Again, I haven't tuned in to the live feed since before the episode. They've been very good at acting. They've been very good at being very upfront with each other, and things that they think the other side of the house, if they catch on to this alliance, would throw in their face like other alliances. So they've tried to have full transparency when it comes to that, which I think is very important in their success. And they are playing it up. I mean, at this point, Amira thinks Joseph likes her. And this is why you will find Amira on the feeds hating on Taylor even more. Now, Amira, ever since, and we'll probably see this in tomorrow night's episode, I hope, Turner gave a speech for the renoms. And his speech included that he feels like this might be one of the worst experiences in Taylor's life. He really feels for the bullying she has been put through. When he was HOH, people went up into his HOH room and said the most horrendous things, like, F this bitch, I'm going to do this to her, I hate her. And he was just like, and it triggered some memories of him being, bullied as a kid, and maybe in his family. So hopefully we see that, because after the veto, spoiler alert, after the veto ceremony, and he puts up Amira and Terrence on the block, all of the bad guys, the bullies, are walking around the house like, I didn't bully Taylor. Amira had the gall to say, I've been there for her. I've been there for her. No, ma'am, you have not. You have said horrific things. You said her mom is probably not happy with her or proud of her because her mom watches the feeds. Yes, you said that. You have called her names. You have gotten very peanut butter and jelly because Joseph and Taylor are getting closer, not in like a sexual way, but they have just bonded. They share a lot with each other regarding game and what they know, and they have a good rapport. And they were like this close to maybe cuddling last night. And then Amira, who says she doesn't like Joseph, even though when she described her type, because they're always like, describe your type. And usually 41-year-old Nicole, cop chef, is encouraging this. And I'm like, you don't need to know what these kids like. It's not you. Okay. That's just not, I don't know, just as a 42-year-old lady, maybe, I don't know. I just wouldn't be like, hey, young ones, what are you into? What type of person do you like? And she was just then she just wanted to talk about herself. Cop chef loves talking about herself. Okay. Yeah. Amira sticks up for Taylor in the DR, which is a very disingenuous edit because she does not ever stick up for her on the feeds. So when Joseph looked to be kind of, talking to Taylor for a long time, then Amira rolls in. And as Amira rolls through, she has to go through Taylor's bedroom to get to her Jetson bedroom. She hears Taylor be like, oh, we were so close to cuddling, and Amira, you can just see she's like, her and her oversized jean jacket are like, I'm going in the other room. And then Joseph follows soon after. And she's like, I knew it was going to be you. You're just like cuddling with everybody, I guess, even though you said that you weren't into Joseph, but you also described your type and it was Joseph, and you guys all laughed about it. Okay. They definitely fed her that line, Jameson. They all suffer. Yes, Bismo. They all suffer from Taylor jealousy, Tay jealousy. They all do. The same thing with Alyssa. Kyle and Taylor have a great working relationship friendship. He's going to gravitate towards people like Taylor because Alyssa is scary in that she is a siesta key reject and a somewhat stalker. You know, she's just like, hey, and Kyle has put the pump the brakes on a possible showmance. He's like, I don't know what's going to happen outside of this house or in jury, but right now it's not a good idea. And she's just like, I just don't understand. I don't understand. I'm used to getting what I want. And then she's like, fucking Taylor's such a bitch. I'll kick her ass. Like, she has said that over a guy she's known for a millisecond who has been very upfront with like, I don't think we should do a showmance. It'll put a target on our back. And also you're kind of psycho. And she took that and she made it Taylor's problem. Taylor doesn't want your guy. She doesn't. She had one silly drunken night where she drank a little too much wine and those crusty, rusty bangs of Daniel Tiger right along were looking good. And now, she has moved on. Yes, it's highly contagious in the house. Thank you, Legina, the Jackson. Is that Legina, the Jackson? Oh, I love it. So that's just like a hot mess. Thank you for the super sticker. They've all been that way. So now Taylor has been punished for guys talking to her because the rest of you act like weirdos around the guys. Nicole, you're thirsty. You're a thirsty top chef, top cop chef, thirst trap. You're always just like, I'm going to change right here. And then Daniel will literally leave at times. And then you're like, oh my God, me and Daniel totally hooked up last night. And he's like, we did not. And you're like, she's like, that was so funny. You should hook up with Amira. You guys should totally make out. I love when my friends make out. Or she's like, I love when my friends make out. You know, I mean, if I can't make out with you, at least she gets to. And I'm like, ma'am, damn, you're a ma'am. Calm it down over there. Okay. And then you have Alyssa, the siesta key reject, and she's just like, fuck Taylor. Like, she literally talked to Kyle in front of me. And then as she was leaving, she like stepped on my foot. It was like totally on purpose. And I was like, what the fudge? Like, my mom said that I might not be cut out for this game. That's what her mom, Alyssa's mom allegedly told her, you might be a little too emotional for this game, a little too sensitive. And she was like, can you just believe that my mom said that I might not be good for this game? And then Jasmine's mom, these moms, they know, you know your babies. You can be in denial, but you know your babies. They come from your body. And even if they don't, let's say you adopt, they're still your babies. You know? And they're still, eating off your paycheck and stuff. Like, you know your babies. And apparently, Jasmine's mom was like, you should go because I am running out of popsicles and chips because you are just, I can't have you double fisting all the time, this stuff. But Jasmine's mom allegedly told her, are you sure you want to do this? Maybe, I'm assuming she has a less played up accent. She's like, are you sure you want to do this, Jasmine? I mean, it could ruin your image. Said something like that. Like, I don't know. What if something bad happens? People don't like you. Something happens, And she's like, Mom, that's not going to happen. I'm going to talk about butterbeans. It's a butterbean blindside when my mom finds out that she was right. That'll be a blindside on me. Okay. So that is what's going on. I think we talked about everything. The leftovers are formed and we are left. This episode ends with the leftovers, forming and saying we are going to backdoor Amira. No one's going to know. And that leaves us tomorrow to see Amira hopefully get put on the block with, oh no, she does. Yeah. See, we will see it tomorrow. Amira gets put on the block with Terrence. And then we will go right into the live eviction. Hopefully Amira gets blindsided. Please, please, please. I don't know if anyone's ruined it yet. Let me know in the chat if they have. And then we'll go into a HOH competition. Hopefully we'll find out the results and we don't have to wait. Or maybe if it is, I don't think it'll be like an endurance comp, but if it is, hopefully they'll show us on the live feeds if it's something that's going to last longer. So there you go, you guys. I feel like I got my cardio in. We got to talk about a lot of stuff. We got some impressions. I messed up my hair. My husband is now pulling into the driveway. I hear him. He's pulling into the garage. So perfect time to end our 40 minutes. It was a long one, but this episode deserved a long explanation and lots of act outs. It's just like this season is they're all so emo that they're like, I'm in love with the emo girl, I'm in love with the emo guy. And then we have Daniel Tiger, smell this in his pelvis. He's like, I'm in love with the emo me, I'm in love with the emo Daniel. So, these people are so emo. I'm always like, cast older people, and then they cast somewhat older people. Oh my God, Nicole just told Terrence she's a cop. She's so stupid. She does that, and then she goes, I'm gonna have to get rid of him. Now he knows. And then Brittany was in the food storage yesterday, and she was like, should I? She's doing a lot of talk to the cams, which I love, and like the girls were saying stuff and they walked out of the Jetsons room and she's like, no, go ahead. And then she was like, not even, like whatever they were saying. Cause they think they have Brittany wrapped around their finger. They think she's, expendable. They think all the bad stuff. Little do they know, Miss Brittany is ready to play and has a whole team behind her, much like Taylor. So, she was just like, should I tell people my profession? It's okay. You don't have to tell them that you're a belly dancer hypnotherapist. You just never have to tell them that. You just don't. She's like, should I tell St. Michael from St. Michael? Maybe I should. I mean, it could be really bad for my game, but then it could be really good, but it's probably going to be bad. Maybe I should tell everyone. No, they'll use it against me. They're not very nice people. What should I do? I'm just going to ponder to myself. What do you guys have for dinner? I was thinking about pot roast. Do you guys ever just randomly think about pot roast and ketchup? I do. So they've all been like, why do we want to out professions and stuff? It's going well for you. As for Brittany, you are in a good, powerful alliance, the leftovers, as long as you guys stay strong and stay fully transparent with each other and what's going on in your conversations with other people. You should be able to, I say that with hope in my heart, you should be able to keep rocking that for a while. So Brittany, you're in a good position right now. And as far as cop chef goes, go ahead. Tell everyone you're a cop but I bet you she's doing it for like a reason to be like, I'm a cop, put my life in line for 10 years. And then you were like, I want to bake bread. Okay, which I'm actually really glad you chose to bake bread, because I don't want cops out there who are like you. I'll be fully honest and transparent with your implicit bias, with the fact that you seem to be a complete follower, have no emotional control from what we've seen on the live feeds. We don't need more of that. We don't need more of that. Keep liking. I just want to see if let me know if you have any last little comments I can highlight. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. Thank you for subscribing. Again, we are well on our way to 25K. I cannot believe it. Maybe one day we'll get that 100K plaque. Oops. Maybe one day. But for now, 25K would blow my mind. We'll have to do some kind of 25K little celebratory thing. Maybe I'll invite some other YouTuber friends on and we'll chit chat about BB and all the good stuff, you guys. But this is actually the part I do want to show you this. This is actually the part I wish that they would have shown on the feeds. On the episode. Actually, they did show this part. The guys are getting a little silly and around the house talking about leftovers, and I'm here for it.
Just eating it raw doggy like that, it's out of pocket.
If you had some salt to that, it would be good.
You'd leave me and my leftovers alone.
Gotta love me some leftovers.
Oh, the little jokes that can be made about leftovers. I'm here for it, because then when these old school girl haters, I think that's what I'm calling them, when they have to go home and watch, they'll be able to see all of the little references to this alliance that hopefully just dominates them. There we go with the Nicole just told Terrence she was a cop because he's like, oh yeah, she's so stupid. Amira is like, I'm probably not going to campaign. Like she's not really doing the campaign work, and she's like, I'm fully, I'm safe. I'm safe, and she's going to get pooched. She's going to get poochie coochied, okay, and she's going to deserve every minute of it because that's not how you play Big Brother. And she's just a fake super fan, anyways. So. Not that you can't play if you're not a super fan, but these people like to say that, yeah. Oh, these silly boys. There's been so many because the leftovers are coming, okay? And like Kyle said, they are the main course, okay? And they are here for Team Taylor right now because they have seen that she has been mistreated. And also, like, hello, this game is about working with people who can help your game, not just ostracizing people and bullying them simply because of your own insecurities and your own lack of brain development, okay? And your own willful ignorance. That is not how you play a good social game. Being a petty brat and being jealous is not how you play. I've often thought of Betty from BB Can, and I just want to scream at this season sometimes. Okay, but I also sometimes want to, talk about ants.
This plan is going so great. I'm more excited than ants with sugar.
I'm more excited than ants with sugar.
Then take your seat.
Yes!
It's kind of my favorite because production leaving Jasmine hanging, Scooter McGavin, then take your seat. And then the cop chef runs right into the staircase. And when Amira leaves, this is all I have to say.
I was smiling from ear to ear. Put me in a bright white commercial, honey, because I was glad to see him hit the road. Peace out. Deuce. Shake him till you bake him. Make sure you don't let the door hit you.
That will honestly be how I think when Daniel Tiger Ride Along is finally evicted. I'm going to be feeling very, very Libra. Okay, guys, that is my long Minnesota goodbye that I always do. Thank you so much again. Shout out to all my mods. Thanks for joining me for this late night live. Make sure you like. We have a goal of getting to 1,000 likes and 25,000 subscribers, and we are getting closer and closer every single day. If you don't, Nicole will go back to the police force in your neighborhood. Do you want that? Probably not. So you better smash that like, or Jasmine's going to be knocking on your door going, do you have a bed and some Lay's barbecue chips and a popsicle I can have? I'm never leaving. Scooter McGavin, scoot. Okay, so there are reasons that also this Veto King would like you to smash that like and subscribe. All right, you guys are wonderful. I will be back tomorrow. I'm so excited for the blind side. Hopefully they don't ruin the blind side. Please tell me they haven't ruined the blind side. Please, 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 please. I'm just going to pretend they did not ruin the blind side. I'll be back after tomorrow's episode for more fun, more parody, more act outs, more silliness as we take a comedic look at this often problematic season. So take care of yourselves wherever you are in the world. Have a good night, day, morning, evening, sleepy, work, everything in between. And remember to enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye, guys.
If you like what you